Okay, fight fans and fight fiends, welcome back to Fight Week Rundown for the week of the 17th of October, 2014. I, of course, am Manny MTL or Manny Montreal. Make sure to check me out on Facebook and Twitter. So, as usual, I'm going to give you guys the rundown on basically what news and info I got my hands on. And this week, it's a good news, bad news situation. So first off, I'll start with the bad news. Sad to give you guys the news of Dan Goosen's passing in the boxing world. Great talent, sweet guy. As far as I know, no one could say too much bad about him, which is hard to do in the boxing world. However, my condolences go out to the Goosen family. Next up, Mayhem Miller got himself in a little law trouble, so my thoughts are with him, and I hope he gets his shit straightened out. Last but not least, in Canadian MMA news, Ryan Ford had some issues. He actually fought Jake Shields this week and lost, got choked, rear naked choked, and basically what people didn't know is that Ryan Ford actually broke his arm before the fight, about 2 weeks before that, and took the fight anyway. Guys, hard as they come. I hope he comes back even stronger. Sad for him. It seems like every time he gets a little bit of a break, he gets a stick thrown into his wheels. Hopefully, the next time around, he'll have a little too much downhill speed for anything to stop him. So, on to the good news. So, the big asterisk I want to bring up as far as the UFC or MMA goes, they had a big fight go down in Nova Scotia, and basically we had a sweep. The Canadians just cleaned house. Every Canadian that fought on the card had a great showing. The one asterisk I want to bring up on that one is a kid named Chris Kalidis. Now, I think he took the fight on 4 or 5 days' notice, made weight, and not only that, but won the fight. Not only did he win the fight, but then he won Fight in the Night, which got him an extra $50,000. Now, I mean, they just signed him to a 4-fight deal. I mean, he took the fight on 5 days' notice. It's one of those Cinderella stories. I'm very happy for the guy. You guys should check him out. Chris Kalidis. It happened in Nova Scotia, people. Rory McDonald had a tremendous win, and basically after that was the most vocal he's ever been as far as asking for a title shot. He tweeted a viral picture of himself holding up a title shot or bust sign, and that went around, and other people are asking for it, and I think the UFC has already announced it, that he's basically next in line after we see what happens between the Robbie Lawler fight. That being said, as far as boxing Montreal local news, there's 3 names I want to bring up. First off, Evangelos Frangos. Second off, Stephen Butler. And then the last, Frank Catroni. All 3 of them youngsters in the world of boxing. However, all 3 of them are going to be names you're going to have to know. If you look into hard-working boxers for the year 2014, all 3 of these kids got that number. Mike Tyson once said that the boxing world's a little messed up right now because guys aren't going out there and getting their experience. Well, in Montreal they are anyways. These kids are fighting every 2 to 3 months as often as they can, getting as much experience as they can, and they're building great names for themselves. Look into them. Trust me on this. That being said, more Canadian MMA news. None other than NDG's own Mike Ricci, the alien himself, will be fighting for Titan FC 31 on Halloween on the 31st of October. Guys, support, stream it. Go check it out on the internet. Download it. Find what channel is showing it. I'm going to be talking about it. Obviously, we still have some time. It's going to be Mike Ricci versus Yoshida. It's a title shot. Mike's going to get strapped, people. We are going to put gold on the NDG boy. Last but not least, as far as boxing news is concerned, there's only one thing that I kind of noticed that no one really talked about too much this week that I wanted to mention. Al Heyman. Now, there's plenty of stuff on who the dude is out there. However, there's not a lot of people that can say they've spoken to him or got pictures of him. The internet is full of stuff and rumors about what he is and who he is and what he's doing in the boxing world. And I guess he's part of the whole boxing war that's going on right now. It's a new frontier, I guess. And basically, the only thing I wanted to mention this week to my other boxing heads is that it seems that I found a small article somewhere mentioning that he was talking to the guys at NBC Sports and that he's looking to construct a kind of Spike UFC deal with NBC Sports as far as boxing's concerned. Now, NBC's already got their fingers in boxing and their toes in the UFC, in MMA in general, so I don't see this being out of hand, and Al Heyman's the kind of weird, monolithic character that could maybe actually make it happen. So who knows? We'll see what happens. So that's it for me this week, guys. Check me out on Twitter. Share my stuff. Follow, like, subscribe. This show will only get better with your support. So let me know what you think. Email me. Like, follow, share, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys next week.